I believe that I've shared this in the past of actually how simple it is through the experiences that I had being with others. What I learned when I went into Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and I read through what is known as 12 steps, 12 spin points. And if you read step number 11, it says, as a result. Now we're in the past, present, and future. And what I always loved about Alcoholics Anonymous was how I was informed. Quit pissing on the now. Right, living in the past. Quit pissing on the now. The future hasn't happened yet. All there is right now, which is what love is. So step 11 says, as a result of the spiritual awakening, which means having done the work, which is the inner work, which means surrendering to yourself, to no longer live in a lie, to no longer live in a mathematical lie, because you're wanting to surrender to yourself to experience the truth again, because you remember who you really are, from whence it all began, which is eternal, absolute love that's on fire, to give love away, to create worlds born out of with the Holy Spirit of fire, with the Holy Spirit of pure, absolute love. So that means what's required is being honest with yourself, your true self, being honest with your true self. Because only the self can repair the self, repair the cell membrane, the first cell membrane. Yeah. So when you're willing to get honest with yourself, that means you're willing to get honest with others. And the problem therein lies with what they call step 4, which is wanting to do an inventory. And admit to yourselves, which means you can lie to others all you want. But when you're lying to yourself because you don't know the truth, that's a psycho. That's mentally ill. That means that cell has lost its connection to the first cell membrane, the silver-seeded atom, the first one. And that's euphemistically called the line went dead, which is dead light, which is an altered state of consciousness that is not experiencing being whole, which is the Trinity wave, the 13th transharmonic, to experience being one with all the other cells, because we're all experiencing being loved. So all the cells are communicating to other cells. They're being loved because they're experiencing the light, which is the fire, the point of origin, the spark that ignited it all. And so that's why the first few steps in the 12 steps makes it really simple, because it's based on pure logic. Because you got to be honest with yourself. And if you're lying to self, then you're lying to others, because others are going to experience the lie that they live in. And the reason that they live in a lie is they're not willing to admit to themselves and to another person that they've lied. Because now it means they have to step off that pedestal and go deep within their own heart and soul to admit that they've lied and that they're not living in the truth. And the reason that they're not willing to live in the truth is because now they got to admit that they're living in a lie. And living in a lie is living in fear of what love is, because love does no harm. So you see how this relates to dead light AI energy, living in a black hole. It makes it impossible for a psychopath to admit the truth to itself, because it doesn't know what the truth is. And the reason it doesn't know what the truth is that it's not experiencing what love is, which is eternal truth. That's why it's so painful, because of what was lost as a result of what we experienced through them, what they experience. And what it means to recover all the fragments. And what it means to recover all the fragments to experience perfect balance again. Now the math is in perfect balance, because the spheres, the atom spheres, are cycling in perfect balance. Because atoms love to cycle in perfect balance, so that atoms can experience the law of least effort to experience being loved by the first one. Yeah,